I got a little squeak going too.
Yeah, it's good. It's character. Amazing audience, again, we are live. Hey, you know, this spot that we're in, right, is made possible by Ingalls Pictures. We didn't even plug that, right? And we'll get the guy, you know, live in a bit. But Ingalls, I mix it up because people call me Engels so many times, right? But yeah, this is, I mean, and you guys know each other as well, right? You knew Hugh before?
Actually, no, we hadn't before, but we're gonna be fixing that though.
You're from here.
We're gonna be fixing that.
You're Trinidad.
Right. So that you're connecting people locally.
That's wonderful.
Look at that.
Amazing. Yeah, that's great. Well, folks, we do have with us Jason Schemmel.
Hello.
Did I do it correctly? I like to make sure names are pronounced.
Yep.
correct.
Yep. Jason Schemmel.
You said it different. Schemmel.
Yes. There we go.
Jason Schemmel. That's wonderful. Jason, it's a great pleasure to see you.
Yes, great pleasure to see you. Yes.
He's real, folks.
Yes. Look at this guy. Came all the way to the U.S. for us. This is fantastic.
Yeah, well, tell us, what's the update? What have you been up to since we last spoke?
I remember the last time we spoke, we were talking about my podcast, the GSD Chat.
Right.
That
was so challenging to get wrong with your GSD and my PG version.
Right.
It's like, oh my gosh.
Well, that's why I just make sure the hashtag is just GSD Chat.
Yeah,
I won't say it, but just remember it's the good stuff or the get stuff done chat.
Or the other S word.
Yes. If you want the more adult version, I'm sure you can figure out what that is.
So what's up? What's going on with the podcast?
It's still just chugging along. We're having some awesome people as guests on the show. Probably my most notable one so far has been, are you familiar with the brand PooPourri?
No, but it would.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. GSD, PooPourri.
Right. Yeah, a little bit of correlation. That wasn't on purpose though, but they have a lot of memorable commercials out there that they've been very lighthearted side for sure.
Do you see who Jason has come out in your podcast most effectively?
Who shows like their true colors and their true selves.
Yeah.
I've had quite a few people do that, and that's really the goal of every episode. Is that I want to highlight the stuff that people have been doing, but I also want to talk about the challenges that they've experienced, because it's really easy to look at people like yourself, like you're doing all this amazing stuff with your 12-minute convos, but they may not see. You might have like some restless nights. There's a lot of editing behind the scenes. There's a lot of work and a lot of extra stuff that people don't get to understand. They just see the finished product. So I try every episode to touch on that, but there's definitely been some that have really gone deep in that kind of stuff, which has been really cool. Because there was one just real quick. She had a business and found out that a couple of her managers were embezzling money, and these are people that she knew for a while, and she had to let them go, and she almost lost her business because of it. But because she was able to power through that, her business is now more successful than it's ever been. But looking at her right now, you'd never know that.
Yeah, your own unique real shoes, right?
Right.
Which brings us to your own unique real shoes, right? That's
my shoes. Oh man.
I mean, so you were wearing some loafers, right?
Yep.
Look very comfortable.
They're quite comfortable, yes.
I would imagine. So good pick, right?
Yep.
But what are the steps? What do the steps look like in those shoes? What is the struggle you have had over the past year?
Confidence in myself has always been a struggle. It's convincing myself that I can do the work that I want to do. There's always that fear of failure that causes people to pause and question themselves if they're actually able to do something or not. So that's something I struggle with every day is, am I able to keep this up? Am I able to keep pushing forward and keep growing as a person and as an individual and as a professional too? But yeah, it's just in times like that, you just need to remind yourself that as long as you're making a little bit of progress, doesn't matter if it's a big step or a small step, as long as you're moving forward, you're going to be okay.
It's important, right, to keep moving forward. So what's your system like to ensure that you're supported all through that?
Having a good support system, a good network of friends, people you can rely on, having a mentor and a coach help greatly. Someone who's already been there, who's gone through that walk, that can say, like, I've been there too, I know what that's like, keep going. Because it's not every day that you can just tell yourself, keep going, and you're just going to believe it. So having a good network of people definitely helps.
What would you point people to, the podcast, or what would you point them to in terms of what you do? Only the podcast?
Well, I mean, yeah, you can look up the podcast, but if you want to get more of a sense of what I do, my LinkedIn and Twitter are probably my best ways of figuring out what I'm doing.
Yeah. So Jason, spell your last name for them. Oh my gosh, that last name is
That fun last name. It's spelled SCHEMM as in Mary, EL.
Yeah. So tell me, my friend, then, let's do regrets so that we could then do what has you excited, right?
Sure,
so
sure.
Icing off. But what's one regret you may have?
Not getting started sooner. Again, that fear of failure, that kind of thing of, if I get this started, is it going to be something that's worth the time and effort that I'm putting into it? The podcast was one of them. That was something I was thinking of doing for a couple of years, and then I finally, after talking with enough people who had a successful podcast, said, you still need to do this. You should totally do this. It was after that I'm like, all right, maybe I should. And it's now been going well over a year. So, and it could have been 3 or 4 years by now had I gotten started sooner.
Yeah. When you heard that this guy from the Caribbean was coming to meet you, what did you think?
Dude, I was ecstatic. Like, this is amazing. Because at first, it was cool just to have you reach out to me on LinkedIn and say, hey, I have this thing going. Do you want to be a part of it? And I thought, this is really cool. Absolutely. And then, there's the surprise of, I'm going to come and visit you face to face. This is perfect. This is great. This perfectly encapsulates what you're doing with 12-minute convos in just bringing those connections together and bringing those conversations together with all different kinds of people. And the fact that you're doing it face to face, we get to you get to see the facial expressions. It's just
with gold.
Yeah.
I'm not so much of a hugger to be like I usually shake hands. I know there's the handshake, but now I'm officially a hugger because after driving so long, it's like, no man, how can I come and shake your hand, right? Like I need to give a hugger. But definitely seeing the facials that go behind the voice, it's truth. It's a different level of truth identified. So it's a great pleasure seeing you.
And you as well, my friend.
Seeing this. What are you most excited about right now?
Right now, my wife is pregnant with our first child.
Oh my!
Yeah. So, yep, she's due in October of this year, and that has definitely got me the most excited.
Wonderful. Early part of October or late part of October?
Late part of October. Right. Actually, her due date is the day after my wife's birthday.
Wow. Well, Amanda's birthday, my wife, is actually the 2nd of October.
Okay.
If the month and stuff has any value, I can't say, she's beautiful. Yeah.
I would agree. Yeah.
Your wife is October.
right. It's a good month to be born. Yeah. It's a good month.
What month are you born in?
April.
All right.
Yeah. So I missed the October boat, unfortunately.
I do not know for the men how it works. But just in closing, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
There's just one parting thought. It's just stick to your guns, have confidence in yourself, and if you need help, ask for it, because not enough people do.
Love it. Jason
Schemmel. Yes, there we go.
Schemmel, thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-minute convos with Angel Jones.
Angel, thank you so much, brother.
Great pleasure.
Thank you.